February is upon us, but the presence of March is already being felt with some early madness. Let's go ahead and dive into my Week 12 Power 10 rankings, which features an old friend breaking in. The top three remains the same. South Carolina stays at number 1. Oh, and make that now 9-0 against ranked opponents, taking down number 24 Ole Miss. Stanford stays at number 2 with a huge win over Arizona in a national championship rematch. And NC State remains at number 3, handling North Carolina in a heated in-state rivalry to remain undefeated in ACC play. Now for some movement. Louisville moves up to number 4 as the Cards defeated Florida State and then went on to shut down Duke with a combined effort of elite defense and 11 raining threes. And Tennessee falls one spot to number 5. The Vols were listed as a number 1 seed in the first top 16 reveal of the season. However, Tennessee was not able to sustain a late 11-0 run by Auburn in the final frame and suffered an upset that same night, 71-61. The Hoosiers remain at number 6 and Michigan stays at number 7. Speaking of the Big Ten, the Hoosiers will return from a 15-day COVID-19 pause to take on Michigan on January 31st. What a way to tip off Week 13 with a top 10 showdown. And the bottom shakes up with UConn moving up one spot to number 8. The Huskies escaped a scare from DePaul with Caroline Ducharme gliding past her defenders to find an open lane for a game-winning layup. The freshman sensation has stepped up tremendously for the Huskies with 9 straight double-figure games. We also saw AZ Fudd and Kristen Williams back in the rotation. UConn finished the week with a win over Providence. And as I mentioned before, Arizona fell to Stanford, which dropped the Wildcats down to number 9. It doesn't get easier for Arizona in conference play as the Wildcats will now host Oregon next in a rematch after falling to the Ducks in overtime earlier this month. And to round out my Power 10, LSU is out, which means a new team breaks in. And I knew it wouldn't be for long that this team would be looking from outside in. Welcome back, Baylor Bears. The Bears suffered back-to-back losses to open up Big 12 play, but have turned things around since then and have been on a roll, winning 5 straight, including a notable win over Iowa State. The Bears will have a tough stretch against top 25 and Big 12 foes when they face Oklahoma and then Texas back-to-back. That's all for this week's Power 10 rankings. Follow along weekly on NCAA.com and NCAA Women's Basketball Social for more.